Hi, and welcome to week 2 of our intention dream. How did you guys do with week 1? How did it feel to open up to possibilities? I don't know about you, but that challenge from last week really just made an impact on me. I'm still kind of processing through the things that I wrote down. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I really want to encourage you to go back to last week's video, Dream Week 1. In the notes, you will see the weekly challenge. And so every week I give us a challenge, something on the topic for us to take action to help us really kind of integrate that change. And so last week's challenge was these fill in the blanks. And like I said, you can go back and see them in the notes. But I'm still just so mind blown because I had no idea. Some of the things I had an idea that I wanted. Other things I didn't realize that I really wanted. And then it was interesting. I was really feeling some shame, I guess, about all the excuses that I'm telling myself about why I can't make my dreams happen. So the last part of that exercise was really eye-opening. And I just think it's fascinating how much we go through life and our unconscious is really driving what we are doing, what we believe, and we don't even know it. And so all that to say, I would just highly recommend going back and doing last week's exercise. I have a list of dreams that, like I said, some I knew, some I didn't know, and then I also have a list of reasons that are keeping me from pursuing those dreams. Some feel a little impossible, others are no big deal. It's just changing my mindset. Like, can you imagine if that's all it took for you to be able to have one of your dreams? Just change the way that you're looking at things, just change a belief. And that is why I'm so excited for this month, because so many of us are not living our dreams, and we think it's for these big, huge, complicated, impossible reasons. And maybe some are legit, right? Like if you want $1 million home and you don't have $1 million, okay, that's a practical issue. But I really believe, just with me doing this practice and seeing what came up for me and talking to some other people, that more often than not, we are standing in our own way and we don't even realize it. So I want to keep talking about that, but let's move on to this week. So this week, we have a new focus, a new intention. So every week I read our intention card, which comes from the ABCs of Happy. You can go back, watch the first video of this whole challenge and learn what that is. So I'm going to read our intention card and then I will highlight this week's focus. You ready? Here we go. Dream. When life seems dull or difficult, dream. Dreaming opens your imagination to what is possible. It connects you to your heart and to your true self. It reminds you of purpose, and purpose leads to life feeling more meaningful. Dare to dream. Every time I read that, it really lifts my spirit. I hope it does the same for you. So this week, we are going to focus on just a part of this intention. It's a lot to take in all at once, so we just break it up over this next month. So here is our focus for the week. Dreaming connects you to your heart and to your true self. There is something about really listening to your desires, your longings. I believe that so many of them were put there. Some we've acquired along the way as we've grown and seen things in life, but there are just some things that are so deeply ingrained within us that no one told us to have a passion about this. No one told us that this would make us really happy. It's just a dream in our heart. And so this week, we are going to do yoga together really soon, right after this last little talking point that I give. Hi, it's me. We interrupt this program to bring you more of this program. I forgot the weekly challenge. Here it is. Don't worry. This week's challenge, I want you to share a dream with a close friend. But I want you to have a conversation about it. I want you to go into how that particular dream is revealing your heart and how it is connecting you to your authentic self. Yay. Okay, remember, I have yoga for you. And it is all about connecting to the heart. So it'll be a heart-opening practice. And the other part of this week's focus is when we dream, it not only connects us to our heart, but it connects us to our authentic self, our true self. We live in a world of comparison, especially with social media. And I think sometimes that comparison gets into the deepest part of ourselves where we think we should look like this, or we think our lives should be like this, or we think we should have this. And it really confuses us because sometimes we get those things and we're still not happy. And so I really believe that when we connect to our heart, when we dream, it brings us back to our true, authentic self. Again, we all have different longings and desires and dreams and things that will only really make our hearts happy. But we have to be true to ourselves. I want us to look deep within, connect to our hearts, and come back to what makes us us. And I think the way to that is through dreaming, through connecting to our heart's longings. Like I mentioned earlier, I believe that they were put there when we came into this world, and sometimes life is just this process of connecting back to them. Thank you for joining me for this challenge. I really, really hope that, if we only walk away from this month with one dream that we are actively going to pursue, oh my gosh, our lives will be different, and so will our world. I believe in you. I believe in this process. Keep practicing. Remember, put your intention card somewhere you're going to see it every single day so that it is always on your mind. You are practicing, you are integrating this word, this intention, this inspiration of dream. I hope you enjoy your yoga practice, and I'd love to hear from you. Find me on Instagram, Mindful Living with Kate. Let me hear from you in the notes below this video, and I will make sure to put the weekly challenge in the notes. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Hello, and welcome to yoga to open the heart. So we're going to be focusing a lot on shoulders, chest, upper back, and let's get started. You can sit however is comfortable to you. So I'm sitting cross-legged. I'm also sitting on a blanket. Do whatever feels best in your body. Again, most of today's practice is going to be focused on this kind of upper thoracic part of the spine here. Just sit and make sure the rest of your body is comfortable and feels supported. So I want you to bring your hands and rest them down on the tops of the legs, even if you're like this, even if your legs are straight. And I want you just to start to circle the shoulders, bring them forward and up, and let them go back and And just start to move this area of the body that gets really tight and really stiff. So even though our practice today is focused on the heart, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the chest are all extensions of that heart center. So that's what we're going to focus on today through the physical body. Keep going. Do 2 more. And we really just want to get some blood flow and circulation moving into this area. Let's try 1 more. Even if you need a couple extra, that's okay. Good. Take a nice deep breath and let your left arm go out to the left, palm facing forward. And as you exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring your head back to center, and exhale, bring that left hand to rest. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, breathe in nice and deep, take that right arm out and open. Exhale, look over the opposite shoulder to the left. Inhale, bring the head back to center, and exhale, let that hand come back to rest. We're going to do both arms at the same time. Big inhale. So just starting to open the front of the shoulders, a little bit of the chest. Exhale, we're going to let the hands come back to rest. 2 more. Inhale, expanding through the arms, spreading through the palms, giving some space in the fingers. Exhale. Good job. Let's do it 1 more time. Inhale, opening. Exhale, releasing. Nice. So go ahead and look down if you are cross-legged and switch which shin bone. It's kind of hard to say. Switch which shin bone. Try it. Switch which ankle, there we go, is in front, because that will really make a difference in the hips. So if you're sitting a different way, no big deal. But we're gonna go back to rolling the shoulders this time. Go back first, come up, then go forward and down. And just keep it moving. So we want all of this area of the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the chest to loosen, to release, to get rid of anything that feels tight and constricted, so we can really feel and open up into the energy of the heart. So the mind and the body are connected. Keep going. And so we want the body to feel more spacious, to feel more fluid, so that the mind also has that same openness, that fluidity, even in our thinking. 2 more. And from that place, we can access the heart. Let's go back to what we've already done. Inhale, take that left arm out. Maybe back a little more this time. Exhale, look over that right shoulder. Inhale, head back to center. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Good job. Inhale, take that right arm out. Maybe back a little more this time. Exhale, look over that left shoulder. Inhale, head back to center. Exhale. This time, inhale both arms, take them all the way up overhead, look up, and exhale, bring the hands together and down to heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, expand across the openness of the heart. Take that openness, expansion all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down, maybe even feeling that kind of coming to center as the hands rest in front of the heart. Last time. Inhale, open all the way up, and exhale, bringing the hands down to the center of the heart. Take a deep breath in, and take a nice deep breath out as you let the hands come down to rest, palms facing up. Just pull the shoulders back, lift the chest, sit up as tall as you can, and just take a few moments to really breathe right here in the center of the chest. Full inhale, expanding through the heart. Exhale, softening the shoulders away from the ears. Let's do that 1 more time. Just really feeling that opening, that expansion through that heart area. Good job. We're going to do one more movement in this cross-legged position or seated position. We're going to do cat and cow because that really helps bring some movement through the whole of the spine, especially in that chest, upper back area. So as you breathe in, draw the belly up towards the heart, lift the heart up, and also maybe the gaze. Exhale, sit back towards the tailbone, round the spine, pull the shoulders forward, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting, really feeling that big opening in the heart. Exhale, letting there be some movement through the whole spine, and we'll do 2 more. Really feel the heart not only come forward, but lift up. Good job. Last one. Roll those shoulders open and exhale, moving back. I want you to pause here just for an extra breath. Really spread apart that space between the shoulder blades. We get really, really tight there. Nice job. I already feel a little looser, a little more open here. So let's take it a little further. I'm going to have you go ahead, if you were sitting on a blanket, come off of the blanket, unless your hamstrings are really tight and you need that extra support. We're going to stretch our legs out. I'm just going to face this way so you can see. And so some of you are going to have your fingers facing out left and right. Some of you will turn your fingers to face back behind you. You can leave your hands up or push your hands down. Some of you, if you want a little more in the chest and in the shoulders and in the wrists, you'll take your fingertips and turn them towards the hips. That is too much for me, so I'm going to go here. So whatever you choose, take an inhale, lift the heart, pull the shoulders back, and then keep that opening, but exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the head, keep that opening, but exhale, drop the chin to the inside of that right shoulder, little stretch in the left side of the neck. Keep that opening. Inhale, lift the head, and this time over to the left side. And inhale back to center. One more time, take the chin down towards the center of the chest. Now we're going to inhale, lift up, look up with those left fingers, and do a nice little twist. So I'm taking my left hand to the outside of the right leg. Stay nice and tall in the spine, roll that right shoulder back, and we're going to breathe here for a few breaths. So energize through the legs. Whenever we do a twist, it's really, really nice for the spine. It helps the spine and all the little spongy discs wring out tension. And I want you to really focus the twist in this heart area, but through the back of the heart. So keep the chest open, keep the front of the heart spacious, but as you exhale, I want you to feel like you're wringing out whatever has gotten stuck or hidden in the back of the heart. Old wounds, unforgiveness, lost hopes and dreams and longings. Breathe it out, wring it out. One more breath. Good job. Inhale, come back to center, and right away take the right fingertips up to the sky. Left hand is behind you. Exhale, go ahead and take that right hand to the outside of the left leg. I'm not going to be looking at you for this one. So inhale, sit up, and exhale, rotate around. And then really, really breathe. I am looking at you now. Hi. Really, really breathe into the back of the heart. So the chest stays open, yes, but I want you to feel like you are wringing out, rinsing out whatever has gotten hidden and stuck and lodged in the back of the heart. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, come around and lift all 10 fingers to the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands to the tops of the thighs or right above the knees. And I want you to start to pull your spine into a rounded position. And then I want you to inhale, take the hands back to where they were before, lift the heart, lift the chest. Look at me. I'm doing fingertips towards my hips this time. That's hard to say too, fingertips towards the hips. Wow. Woo, wow, okay, that's a big opening. And then exhale, round the spine, lean the heart back, and then inhale, lift the heart, open the chest, and just feel this nice contrast between opening the front of the heart and the back of the heart. Exhale. So you're not coming forward, you're just kind of leaning back in the spine. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale, really lifting, really opening the chest, the fronts of the shoulders, and then exhale, getting into the back of the heart. Nice job. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, we're going to come around to hands and knees. If you need some support, you can grab a blanket or something soft for some extra padding on the knees. So go ahead and come onto the knees. And we're going to do a variation of heart melting pose. I love this pose. It feels like a really big opening through that mid and upper back area, which gets really tight. So you're going to let your knees be hip distance apart. You're going to keep your hips right on top of your knees instead of pushing your hips back. And what I want you to do is just start by coming down onto the elbows and the forearms. So for some of you, that's plenty. I want you to feel like you're pulling your hips back and melting your heart forward and down. You should feel like you kind of have a little sway in the back. Now, if you want more, bring your arms forward and then melt the heart back more. Maybe the forehead comes to the floor, maybe it doesn't. And then finally, a little more of an opening is going to be lift the elbows, stretch those hands forward, and then come down to melt. So find what feels good for you. Take 3 to 5 breaths. Big, big heart opener. Make sure your shoulders don't feel like they're creeping up towards the ears. Feel the outer edges of the shoulders smoothing down towards the ground. Take one more breath. Good. Start to lift the head, lift the chest, walk the hands in, and now this time do push your hips back towards your heels as far as they can go. You can keep the arms extended, elbows up, or you can soften the elbows and the forearms down. Let's take a few smooth breaths here. Again, opening the back of the heart, letting the whole energy of the heart just soften and relax. Nice and easy. Bring yourself back up. Come back to a seated position. You can grab your blanket if you need, or just sit again, however feels most comfortable. I'd love for you just to take a moment to move the head around any way that feels good, to relax those shoulders down, and to close the eyes. For a few breaths, simply bring your attention to your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your upper back, and just feel these areas of the body. Imagine your breath is moving into all of those parts and pieces, washing away whatever feels stuck, stagnant, bringing in more flow, more energy, and ultimately supporting the heart. As you connect to these physical areas of the body, may you also feel that energetic connection to your heart. As you move into this week, this continuing practice of dream. May you keep your heart open so you can hear the longings, the hopes, the desires, and really tap into the dreams that you hold, the connection to your authentic self. Bring your hands together at the heart center, bowing chin to chest. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth, and then peeking the eyes open, send the palms to the sky. Big breath in. And as you exhale, really, really, really slowly fan the arms out. Feel that expansion. Feel that opening, that blossoming of the energy of the heart. And trust as your hands come down to rest wherever is comfortable, that your heart will not lead you in the wrong direction. It will lead you to your dreams. Our world needs your dreams. I can't wait to hear all about them. See you next time.